Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, in the books, where I do what I do for you. Got a nice lesson for you today. A little quick one. This shouldn't take long, so let's get started. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. We got a good thing going. I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right think and mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you and all individuals to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, is to get all right thinkers to know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? We can get there together. So I ask you the question: do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's rhetorical. Answer rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, they spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. That's what I do. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Speaking of my yacht, we are into what I call the purification, the heart purification series. We're seeking purity of heart in different ways. This way is what seeking heart purity of the heart through daily practice of what? My girl, my yacht philosophy, and then I'm going to back it up with choosing the occupation. She don't just tell you what to do. She going to tell you how to do it, and the benefits is all yours. Trust me on that one. Let's go. So I just got finished the first half. I'm going to now start the second half of this concept. Even though people who live and acquire wealth in this Satanian, meaning set meaning lower self, ego self, right? And some people are successful, a la numbnuts in the White House, on that level of living, egotistical, in a manner, watch this, in this Satanian manner, it seemed happy. They seem happy with the wealth, the prestige, all that. Yeah, they seem happy. But guess what? In reality, there is unrest in their hearts. Guy ain't a good dude. The mind, he ain't that smart. Okay? In fact, most people like him have been convinced that what? That wealth is or brings happiness. And this is the view of the ignorance promoted by society at large and the media that we're so in love with right now. They just love it. This guy's wife don't love him. You got a world leader that's leading the world. He can't even lead his own damn house. But that's who y'all want. He's a criminal. Okay, proven. Crook, liar, thief, cheater. That's what y'all want as a leader. Moving on, this list, I just can't stand it. But watch this. But while there is nothing wrong with having spiritual and material wealth, not a bit. But most people who are ignorant with those things of spiritual truths, they become what? They become dependent and attached to what? Their wealth, fortune, and fame as a source of what? Their personal pleasures and happiness. And therefore, they are bound and they are locked in to pursue what? And to hoard and then protect what? Their wealth. Money ain't wealth in order to what? For them to be happy. I'm a billionaire. I got plenty of money. Okay, and I'm the president of the United States. Blah, blah, blah. Again, and nonsense. Again, power and nonsense don't go together, but somehow or another, they seem to make it work in white America. However, this happiness, watch this, which requires continued mental agitation, he ain't never at rest because he's too busy scheming, lying, and worrying about the lie to catch up with the last lie he told. And worrying, that's not happiness at all. He ain't happy at all. He's miserable. But even if you develop in prosperous situation for yourself, and he's done that, he hustling in the White House. Anybody know him, call him a con man. Because he's a billionaire, he's supposed to be in shark mode. He ain't good at nothing but lying, and that's good enough to make him a billionaire. So why stop? He ain't gonna change. But watch this. Now, even if he did that, a prosperous situation by hook or crook for himself, his worries and his anxieties will not protect him from what? His addictions. He's a hamburger freak, okay? He's a McDonald's fool, okay? That's just his personality. Here's who he is, okay? And they say he got BO. Cravings. Watch this. He got addictions. He got cravings and other forms of pain which the world abounds with. He do everything that we know is wrong. He does. Because he had to pay for his transgressions, he gets away with it. He want everything that he did wrong, that he got found guilty of, to just go away because he's the president. No, it don't work that way, dude. Moving on. But therefore, happiness, watch this, and consequently, true wealth is not to be found in objects, possessions, or positions in the world. Booyah! Bam! It is a state of mind. Tell him, George. Okay, free your mind, your ass will follow. I'm free. Y'all follow with me, you'll be free too. Which can be discovered, what? Through spiritual insight. That means spiritual knowledge. Okay, that's what I give you. The impressions that's lodged in the unconscious mind form what they call a storehouse of what? Restless desires. Things that you always want to do, and if you ever got in a position to do it, you're going to do them. Sound familiar? That's living out your fantasies, and all of them ain't good. Trust me, I did that too. Which will lead to what? Repeated. You hear that? Which will, if I continue to do that lifestyle, I will be doing the same thing. Okay? And repeated embodiments and deprive you from discovering the peace of yourself. I never found me, he never found him doing what I was doing. Get the concept? Let's go. This is real. I keep trying to tell you, I just keep it real. Thus, watch this, while there seemed to be a little justice in the world, little justice? I ain't going there. No deed goes unseen by Maat. The real that he's running up for himself, man, it's going to be a nice little movie for her to watch when it's time to give him his due. And who is the self? Maat. All the what? The all-seeing soul, I, who supports all human activities and the cosmos. Remember, everything is run by order. That's Maat. Watch this. And all those who don't acquiesce to Maat, this is where I excel. You are the judge and the jury of your own actions. Put a pin right there. I got my buddy, one of my students. When I told my student that concept, he went to his brother and said, "Bro, you do know that you're the judge of all your actions." No, his brother said, "Oh, shit." That was a perfect response for, I didn't know that. You ain't got to answer to nobody. Nah. Everything you doing is being recorded. I try to teach you that nonsense. I've been trying to tell you. But no, don't wait till Judgment Day to find out that you did it the wrong way. It's too late then. That's Monday morning quarterbacks. They ain't won a game yet. Moving on. So understand that concept. This is going to get good. Now, this is where knowing thyself comes into play. And since you are ultimately the controller, you are, of who? Your own actions, as well as the judge of them. Did you know that? If not, I'm doing my job. I'm enlightening you. That's what I'm here to do. Just that. Now, what? You can change your entire being. You can change your entire being by what? Learning the ways of Maat. And by doing so, eradicating what? The negativity and the ignorance you have built up over many lifetimes as well as the previous ones. I was 20 years old. That's 47 years ago. To me, I was almost in my prime. I was heading toward fame and glory in the drug game, the hustle game. No, I was heading straight to prison. Okay, that was a straight line, straight to prison, and that's where I ended up. Okay, so that lifestyle, it has end game. I've been doing this now over 10 years. I'm smiling, enjoying life, and doing what I do, helping you. If some of y'all telling me I'm helping them out, that's what I do this for. I just told my man, dude, getting comments where people say, your videos is helping my life out, appreciate, thank you. You can't pay me. They ain't no money. I don't need their money. I don't need their money. I just they appreciate what I'm doing for them. That's why I do what I do for you. And every now and then, you get the rewards. So I do that every day. And every now and then, I get a good one. So what happened? When you can change your life, no matter what you did, how you did it, you can change. Now, this can be accomplished how? Ding, 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 ding. By following the teachings of right thinking philosophy, okay, outlined in the scriptures, the books and the lessons that I learned in life, the things that I read and understand myself. I get them to you live every day. That's how you can learn. Just tune in and use them. That's all. Watch this. Now, before blindly just going on making moves into the world, thinking you know something, and examine yourself first. You should be your first priority. Knowing you should be what you should be knowing and mastering it for anything else. Okay? Some of us get it backwards, but I want my young people to start young. Why? The sooner you get it, the better off you'll be. That's the difference. Some of us don't. And that just means you'll be back. No harm, no foul. It's just everybody got the same opportunity. It ain't good, bad, or different. I ain't judging nobody. I got to take mine for my day when it comes for me. Okay? I'm trying to put myself in a position where I'm going to stand tall and firm and take mine like a man. Why? I know what I'm doing. When I started learning that, I started doing that. Moving on. That's what you want. You want the scale to balance in your favor. Okay? If you're going to tip this way, not that way. You won't be lighter than my other feather. That's a good thing. That's what I strive for. That's why I do what I do. Now, watch this quick little phrase. In life, before we do anything, and remember, Maya is using both sides of your brain. That's the balance. I'm trying to get you to think with balance. Pro and con all the time. And this is a perfect example. You ask yourself, do I need this relationship with this crazy, pretty, whatever, but do I need this? Or is this object, or is it just to satisfy my ego desires, my flesh, okay, for the lust and pleasure or my greed? Those are decisions that every individual got to make for themselves. Nobody got to tell you that. You have to make that decision. That's what Maat teaches you. And watch this. Now, is this action, is what I'm about to do, am I about to do going to help me and simplify my life, bring me, joy and happiness along the road, relationship-wise, or this crazy person going to just complicate it more? Sometimes it's better to be by yourself until you get what you want for you. And if you ain't got you together, why you want to be with somebody else? Why? You still trying to figure you out. So if you ain't bringing nothing to the table, go eat by yourself. Be single. It's okay. And half y'all women single anyway. Once you get the damn man, have a baby, you end up being a single mother anyway. Be single without the kid. How about that? Your life will be yours then. Sorry. And by doing this, if you make that bad decision, will it bring peace or mind, or will it cause me agitation, grief, anger, disappointment, all those negative things that come with bad decision making? That's the consequence behind those. Ain't no blessing behind a dumb decision that you make thinking it's good and knowing it ain't. If it is for your ego, again, and most of us who are not enlightened, those who don't know ourselves, we are pure ego. Because why? You're ignorant of your higher self. That's the ego self. It edged God out. You ain't got God on your mind. You ain't thinking twice about doing something righteous you doing you, and that's fine until it's time to pay. Okay, it's self-defeating. You get caught cheating. Why? You might not want to pay them dues, but you will have to one way or another. Sometimes it can cost you your life in addition to 20 grand. If It is for your ego. If you do everything to satisfy that ego, it is a waste of time. What you mean? Because your ego, you ready? Cannot be satisfied and it cannot give anything back. So if you serve it, what you getting from it? You serve God, you get blessings. See the difference? And that's been that way since forever. That's what we don't teach our young. That's what we don't have abundance of. Just that knowledge of simple understanding. If I do right, I'll get blessed. I do wrong, I'm going to be punished. Decision time. Hold them accountable. Parents, you got to have a kid in your household hold accountable to the laws you make for your house until they get old enough to get out. And if they want to do their own thing, that's what they got to do. Get out. I make my household so strict, so hard that they don't want to be there. Simple. The birds just kick you out. Get out. Fry or die. Simple as that. But that's harsh. But that's nature. Again, nature ain't emotions. We are. Humans are emotion. Okay, understand that. But the reason you don't serve your ego self because you get nothing in return. You got no kick coming from serving yourself. And guess what? It's never going to be satisfied. It's always going to want more. Since it is what? An endless pit of constant desires. If you living to fulfill your desires, you living egoistic. Simple as that. Meaning you want this, you want that. Yeah, that's the ego. You serving your ego. I just want to help other people better themselves. That's not egoistic at all. My pastor, most humble brother I know. And he do good work and he ain't taking credit for none of that. Okay? That's having the ego under control. Moving on. I see the clock. I got a little more. One more paragraph. I'll wrap it up. Then, this process, this takes daily. This is what you have to do every situation. You got to start running that. This guy should do that. Your discernment. You got to be quick. Why? Because life comes at you fast. This process of introspection, right there, and self-awareness. Come on now. Here we go. Get them, Greg. Come on, somebody. Begin to break what? The cycle of actions that's performed out of weak will and ignorance, which lead to what? Pain and sorrow later on. That's the consequences. The pain and sorrow is the consequences for a bad action, a bad decision. Two people get together, party and whatever. It got good. They want to have sexual intercourse. They go. No protection. Okay. 9 months later, you got life. That's the consequences. How about we teach them that? And maybe they stop doing that. Why? Because the consequences is steep. Everybody don't want to pay them deals. Everybody ain't built for that. I'm going to get into... I'm going to do it. I got one more. I got a few minutes. I got to go. But I'm about to get into how choosing an occupation will make or break your life. Simple as that. Why? Trust me. Let's go. Everybody dreams of being whatever they want to be. But in life, when you got to make that paper to survive, your dreams become a little more reality. And many people are afraid to choose some occupation, which is what they would really like to be doing. I want to be a professional football player. I want to be this. I want to be, yeah. But everybody but why? They fear, what's this? Things that they would like to be doing because they fear where their next meal will come from. Missed meal cramps make you do pretty much anything, okay, to take that pain away. However, they will be supported, etc. That means you need to do what you need to do to eat. That's human nature, okay, But watch this. But didn't Jesus say, now I'm going to read a phrase from your Bible. I'm not a Bible thumper. And I'm going to ask my pastor to break this down for me. Why? Because I don't get it. How about that? I had to go look up a few words and I pretty much understand, but I'm going to let him break that down for me. Let me read it to y'all. It's called Matthew 6, verse 28, 29, and 30. This is about, I guess, your job, because he wants people to just stop what they're doing and follow him. I don't know. Let's go. Let's see where this leads me. All right. Matthew 6:28. And why are ye anxious for raiment? Now, I had to look that word up. RAIMENT. That means clothing. That means, covering up with yourself. And so he asked them that, and he tells them, his example was, consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They toil not, neither do they spin. They just open up and just grow. Verse 29. This is biblical. I got to ask Pastor about this. And yet I say to you that even Solomon in all his glory was what? Not arrayed like one of these. Again, need to go back and do some homework. God, I'm a Mason. I know about Solomon. I know a lot about that concept. But he used a comparison with Solomon and the lilies of the field. I know Solomon wasn't as forthright as they say he was, but let's see when I ask my pastor. Again, I got questions. Things I don't know, I ask questions. And watch this. Wherefore, verse 30, if God so clotheth the grass of the field, I like that concept, which today is and tomorrow is cast into the oven. There we is. That's where he lost me. Shall he not much more clothe you? Oh, ye little faith. I got to get that one from my pastor. That's on my agenda today. I think this Saturday morning. Oh, I'm going to talk to him in a little while when I come from the gym. That conversation will be taken care of. Trust me. Why? I'm curious myself. That ain't ancient Egyptian philosophy. Again, that's biblical. So I'm going to let you know that. Let me wrap this up again. I appreciate you tuning in. Let me close it out. Now, this teachings, I guess that's what it's about. Remember, he spoke in parable. Yeah. A lot of people understand what the hell he was talking about. I ain't trying to confuse you. I'm giving you esoteric message that you can use, understand, and benefit from. I ain't trying to fake you out. I ain't trying to have you become sitting here playing word games. No, I ain't got time for that. I don't do the riddle thing, try to scare you, make brain teasers. No, I just give it to you. How you deal with that, that's on you. So let's go. But the teachings exist in all major world philosophy, even biblical. That's my understanding. The task of who? The aspirant. That's you. And right now it's me, because I'm learning. The task of the aspirant is to what? Is to go beyond the fears of human existence. Done that. Okay, I'm way past that. So, okay, I'm with you. This is done by adopting the study of spiritual teaching. Ding, ding, ding. That's where I'm at. Now I'm back in the car with you. Okay. And I do a lot of reflecting upon my teachings or my learnings so I can teach to others. But I had to do reflecting and learning first. And then with the assistance of what? A spiritual preceptor. And the person asked me, well, who's your master? Who taught you? My man. Self-taught means there's no physical teacher. I use the material and I use the things that I at my disposal to learn and teach myself. That's what self-taught means. Okay? Self-made man. That's what I am. Y'all don't know about that. But yeah, I put all my work and I did everything on my own. So you got no, I got teachers philosophy I follow, but no physical teacher again. Moving on. But people get ignorant. They want you to be like them. Dude, if you following somebody, that's you, fine. I get books. I get information. I don't need somebody. I just need the information. Big difference. Moving on. And teachings, watch this. You had to study the spiritual teachings and reflecting upon them. And if not, get a teacher and learn. You can't question me and learn from me. It don't work that way. Either you're going to trust what I'm telling you or we don't have to have that conversation. Moving on. I'm not an arguer person. I make points. Simple as that. You want to argue the point, that's a waste of my time. Either going to learn it or not. And gradually, what happened? You will soon discover an occupation that what? That resonates with your internal feelings. I told you I'm a driver. I still drive to this day. You will find something, what? That you would do even if you were not being paid. Now, back in my day when the athletes played sports, they were making a whole bunch of money. Imagine this. Okay, y'all young people can't even imagine this. A few of my substitute teachers were professional athletes. What that mean? That mean after the season's over, they had to go get a damn job because they wasn't rich. In the love of the game, they would tell you, man, I do this for nothing. And I still played sports up to 50 years old. Why? Just for the love of the game. I didn't man, my son wanted to be professional. You get paid for playing. Okay, knock yourself out. You did that. Okay, but guess what? Now you're back to my area. What? Living, being a father, raising your kids, and trying to hold on a steady job to get that income coming. Remember them days? Yeah, I did that. Okay, but you was a kid, so I did that for you. Okay, I needed to have what? bills to pay for you. That's what parents do. That's the sacrifice. And a lot of people don't get to understand that. So, if you doing something that ain't resonate with you, my son right now, athlete, he teach, coach, and what sports? Sports is I use sports as a metaphor for my life. And guess what? I ain't watched a damn sport event in over 10 years. I'm being nice, okay? But yeah, why? I got other things to do. You will find something that you would do even if you didn't get paid. I ain't getting paid for this. I ain't asked nobody for this. I ain't asked you for a dime. Don't do that. I'm not going to beg. No, I'm not. I'm a teacher. I do what I do. For those who want what I do, that's for you. Other than that, could care less. Moving on. I'm not in competition. And when this happens in your life, you will not be motivated, by selfish motives. And the work itself will be so rewarding. Me doing this is so rewarding to me. I could care less. And getting the good comments about how I was helping somebody else, that's the payment. I don't need cash. Okay, we understand that the rewarding is so rewarding to you and to society. Why? If I can change somebody's life, help them do better, we both benefit. Moving on. You will begin to discover a form of peace, which is not achieved by most people. Again, we know that too. I know I'm not for everybody. I don't care. Moving on. Okay, I'm exotic. That's what I mean. I ain't for everybody, but I'm not commercial. That's it. Now, you will begin, this will assist you to have your own peaceful disposition, which will allow you to progress further in your own spiritual discipline lifestyle. I hold myself accountable to do the right thing. That's the best thing I could have ever done. And I'm still doing it. Why? Because it worked. I couldn't continue that lifestyle. It wasn't suiting me. Prison time don't work for me. Moving on. So if my freedom is in question, I'm not doing that. Didn't do it no more. Moving on. So watch this. So don't worry. Why? You are a child of the Most High, God, most people in the universe. Okay? And when you tread that path of spiritual aspiration, meaning you want to aspire to do good in His eyes. You want to live right. You want to do right. You can be Christian, Muslim, or Jew. Don't care. I respect you. That's what you want to do. That makes you an aspirant. That may be the same. In life, I'm a student. In my craft, when I teach my philosophy, I'm a master. I haven't mastered life yet. I'm still working, moving on. And even though it may be difficult at some times, and that's life, God damn it, you will be provided for. That means whatever you need, you will receive. Who can make that promise? Who can make that guarantee and live up to it? Now, whatever religion you profess, don't care. Again, as long as you realize that, we good. Okay, I'm back on your team. When you go outside the line, no, I'm not going out there with you. Moving on, like my pastor, I'm not going to let you take me to hell with you. All right, but I can take you to heaven with me. I ain't going to problem. I ain't going to hell. Why? I know what's down there. I ain't trying to go there. If you follow me, we ain't going to hell. This clown y'all got in the lead seat, we going straight to hell. Put your seatbelt on. When you with me, it's free willing. You can be you. I'm like the psychedelic shack. That's where it's at. And what's this? It will provide, you will be provided for. God tells all His devotees that. And those who get it is because they devoted and they get that. That's honest. And this is spiritual law. It don't change. Why? It's there for you to use. I ain't back down yet, and I've been going full force with him, okay? And he ain't flinched. He could kill us. Yeah, come on. Come on. That's what the best you got. Come on. Come on. So I'm loving it. And the key is Continue daily effort in your spiritual disciplines. If you're living, doing right, these are things that you do for yourself. Strive to understand the teachings. No matter how many times you fail, you gradually incorporate meditation daily, recitations of the words of power. You study them and the scriptures and remembrance of who? The divine, which is God throughout the day. When daily, and you will be led to works which are in harmony with your nature. That's what you want to do every day, feeling good about yourself and doing what it is that makes you happy. And that's the best job you can have. I got it. I'm teaching. I'm where I want to be. Thank you. I appreciate you tuning in. I got to go right now. It's time for me to hit the gym. I got to rock. But in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinker students who tune in every day have passed away. I'll be back. It's time to hit the gym.